We've talked a lot about how cold it is here, but let's not forget Southern California is really going through a rough patch, right?
Yeah, I can feel your
That's sarcasm in case you can't tell. Well, now late-night comedian Jimmy Kimmel has made people in Southern California the butt of his jokes with an internet video that's gotten a lot of attention.
As news specialist Mike Anderson shows us, folks around here don't have a lot of sympathy for our friends on the West Coast.
Yeah, that's right, Dave and Didi. You know, it's no surprise that Salt Lake City and Los Angeles are different right now. It's about 18 degrees out here. Fairly cold, better than it has been since yesterday at least. Well, just moments ago in Los Angeles, it was about 57. Big difference. And it turns out living with those nice sunny temperatures can actually turn you into a bit of a weather whiner.
It was cold here in Hollywood.
Jimmy Kimmel has no problem making Southern Californians look silly.
It's so cold, I had to wear 2 tank tops to work today.
So when he presented this montage of LA newscasts...
Are you ready for probably 2 of the coldest nights you've ever experienced in Southern California?
And look at the temperatures, only into the 50s.
Those of us who have dealt with much worse...
Wow, that's amazing. That's something else.
Well, we can't help but think it's maybe a bit
ridiculous. Come to Utah for a while and you'll really get a feel of what the cold's like.
It's about 48 degrees right now. The skies are clear. It is cold.
My feet were sticking to the floor the other night because they got wet, and this 48's nothing.
How long is this going to last?
It's so cold out there.
I think they're spoiled right now.
Believe it or not, it is still unseasonably cold in California.
Things they say in the video, they seem a little extreme to somebody who lives, with a foot or 2 of snow on the ground.
Larry Dunn is the meteorologist in charge at Salt Lake City's National Weather Service office. He says there can be some variation on how cold the cold really feels,
depending on if you're in sunshine or not, or whether it's windy or not.
Still, the simple truth is those Californians might be a little too used to having it easy.
If you live in Southern California, the temperatures rarely get, much below 50 or so 30s and 40s are really going to get your attention.
They don't seem to get a lot of sympathy from hardened Utahns.
I think that they don't really know what cold is over there.
Beyond cold.
It's a little ridiculous.
As far as advice goes, well, there's a bit of that.
They need to grow up and put their big girl and big boy panties on and be big people and deal with it.
But it all comes down to the same thing.
Just tough it out. It'll get better.
Yeah, and that's about all we can do, too, until our real cold snap goes away. And I do have a bit of a confession to make, guys. I grew up in California, so we lived in Florida for a while. So I used to be a wimp, at least until I discovered these thermals. They work wonders, and I like to slip them on anytime it gets down to, I don't know, below 50.
Well, I'm glad you've changed your whining ways, Mike. Way to go.
A little snow falling on him, too.
I noticed that,
Or is
yeah.
it snog? We'll find out from Kevin in a minute.
All right, well, we asked people on Facebook.